Welcome to another enchanting episode of Zen Wisdom Stories. In a quiet village surrounded by lush green hills and cradled beside a serene river, there lived a community of villagers who were known for their self-sufficiency. Each day they went about their tasks, rarely relying on one another. Suspicion and self-preservation were their guiding principles. They kept things to themselves and didn't trust strangers easily. One sunny day, a traveler arrived in the village. He was a wanderer, dressed in tattered clothes and carrying nothing but an empty cooking pot. The traveler approached the villagers, asking for a small donation of food to make a soup. But the villagers, steeped in their long-standing traditions of suspicion towards outsiders, swiftly turned him away. Unfazed by their reluctance, the traveler walked to the center of the village. There, he set his empty pot over a small fire and filled it with water from the river that flowed nearby. As curious villagers watched, he plucked a smooth stone from his pocket and dropped it into the pot. Intrigued by this unusual sight, one of the villagers couldn't help but ask, "What are you doing, stranger?" The traveler replied, "I'm making stone soup. It's a delicious meal, but it's missing something. Perhaps a carrot would make it even better." Feeling less threatened by the traveler's seemingly harmless request, one of the villagers decided to contribute few carrots to the pot. The traveler graciously accepted the gift, washed it in the river, sliced it, and added it to the simmering pot. The tantalizing aroma of the soup began to fill the air. As the mouth-watering scent of the simmering stone soup drifted through the village, more villagers couldn't resist the temptation to join in. Soon, another villager, tempted by the delicious scent, hurried home to fetch some herbs from their garden. The traveler, his eyes brimming with gratitude, accepted the gift and added it to the pot. As the herbs joined the mix, the fragrance of the soup grew even more tempting. One by one, others followed, each contributing what they had, be it mushrooms, potatoes, or some salt. What was once just a simple stone and water had now turned into a rich, hearty, and aromatic feast. All thanks to the combined efforts of the once separate villagers. The villagers shared stories, songs, and a meal that they had created together. It was a feast of unity, generosity, and cooperation. Suspicion and self-preservation had given way to trust and togetherness. They had experienced the magic of community and the abundance that can be created when people unite for a common purpose. With a knowing smile, the traveler thanked the villagers for their hospitality and the precious lesson they had learned. He bid them farewell and continued on his journey, leaving behind a village forever changed by the wisdom of cooperation and compassion. As we conclude this story of stone soup, we invite you to reflect on the power of community and the rewards of selflessness. Sometimes, the most valuable lessons in life come from the simplest of gestures. Thank you for being a part of this enlightening journey, and remember, the power of community is a treasure worth cherishing. If you like this story, don't forget to share and subscribe. Join us next time for more enlightening Zen stories on Zen Wisdom Stories.